Have you ever wondered why there is no marriage in heaven? If so, you're not the only one, and you might want to stick around for this video. So it is true that there is no marriage in heaven. Jesus said this. He said that we will be like the angels, neither being given away nor getting married. So let's first discuss the reasons that we get married on this earth. Number one, we get married for companionship, right? God said that it's not good that the man should be alone, so he created him a helper. And this was Eve, right? Eve became his wife. Secondly, marriage is for procreation. God said, be fruitful and multiply. Thirdly, this is probably the biggest one. Marriage is there to make us holy, to make us more like God. Marriage isn't there to make us happy. Yes, God cares about our happiness, but He cares about our holiness more. And in pursuing holiness, we will find happiness. Now, when we get to heaven, marriage won't be necessary to achieve all those things. We will have companionship with God and other believers and even the angels in ways that we can't even imagine. We obviously won't need to procreate because we're not on the earth anymore. And when we die, the flesh nature dies with our body, okay? The flesh nature is where the sin nature comes from. And so when we go to heaven in our spirits, we will be like God. We will be holy and righteous like God. Because remember, we're leaving the sin behind with our deceased bodies. And to add on to all this, marriage was created to be a symbol of the greater union to come when Christ comes back for his bride. The closeness that you experience with your spouse in marriage is only a snapshot of what eternity with God is going to look like. We're going to be that close with him that we won't need that fulfillment from our spouse. We won't even have the desire for it because God himself will be fulfilling us. I'll take it even further. When you're physically intimate with your spouse, that mirrors the spiritual intimacy that we get with God when we worship him. In fact, Schmex was created to mirror what we get with God when we worship him. God is literally called the lover of your soul. And when you worship, when you pray, there is a transaction that takes place. You are one with God when you worship. God is making love to your soul. And just like a man deposits his seed in a woman, and the result of that is a child, God deposits his seed, which is the word of revelation, in you, and you birth the character of Christ. Think about when you worship, and there are times you literally feel like you're spiritually high, almost like a spiritual climax. This is also why we're not going to have physical intimacy with our spouses in heaven, because what we would get from them, we're going to be getting from God in a spiritual perspective. In heaven, you will still recognize your spouse. Families will still go on picnics and do all that kind of fun stuff together. Hold hands, whatever. That relationship is transformed.